You look so awkward.
No, but I'm not gonna...
Why would I sit here like this and be like...
Hey guys, this is Jack, my cousin. We're in our fort, in our mega bed. The mega is not being used right now.
She's sitting right next to me.
Me and Jack have been addicted, for lack of better word, to the show Freaky Eaters. And today we're watching Freaky Eaters Chocolate Edition.
A freaky eater is someone who takes an eating habit to the extreme.
Christine is addicted to sugar.
Sugar is the love of my life. Love of my life.
Why is she crying?
We have to pause it every time we say something.
Why?
Because otherwise we're going to be talking over the video and it won't come up. The video will come up.
Dear God.
Her son Kevin is sick with worry.
If things don't change,
What a loser. How much it kills the mood when I'm like,
I can see this.
cooked up a good one.
Christine devours cake for breakfast, bags of candy for lunch, and sundaes for dinner.
My mom eats sugar all day, every day.
Each day she consumes over 6,500 calories in nothing but sweets.
Does she eat anything other than sugar?
Pretty
Like, do you
sure
think that
she-
she rips into a steak?
She would have to.
No, she wouldn't.
I don't think your body can survive on candy.
Mine can.
There's no way it can live off just candy. She would literally die.
When I wake up in the morning, I have to reach over and grab my black jelly bean.
God, what a terrible way to start your morning.
Black jelly beans? Not even like the popcorn ones.
She's like, good way to start my morning.
She wasn't even just like eating. She goes, oh. Oh man, I feel like that's how Ronald Reagan would start his day. Because he loved jelly beans so much. Did you not?
No one knows that.
Everyone knows that.
Okay.
He's like the jelly bean president. He would have jars of jelly beans all over the White House.
God, that would wake me up too if I just took a handful of black jelly beans to the mouth.
I eat sweet things everywhere. I eat first thing in the morning. I eat it while I'm driving. 5 bags of jelly beans.
9 bags of jelly beans.
Has the mentality of a 5-year-old when she goes grocery shopping. It's just junk food and sugar.
This is what I'd buy, and this would only last me.
Look at all the cookie dough she has in the basket. That looks like my shopping cart.
Yeah, but you're a 19-year-old college kid. She's like a 48-year-old mother.
That's true.
And this would only last me
A week.
I think it's safe to admit that she has a problem.
Might have to call the experts on this one.
Might have to call up JJ Virgin.
Get that virgin guy in here.
Christine grew up on a farm in rural Nebraska as one of 8 children, but she never enjoyed any of the fresh foods the farm had to offer.
I liked the candy and the ho-hos and the Twinkies.
I liked the candy that my dad grew on the farm. And the ho-hos and the Twinkies.
It looked like she was like a good country mile away from a town, like anything that sells candy. Do you think she snuck out in the middle of the night to go to the grocery store?
Christine married young, at the age of 20, and she and her husband had 2 children. But 5 years later, their marriage turned sour.
You get it? It turned sour?
I didn't!
After a bitter divorce, Christine's children went to live with their father.
I had to be the fun mom. So when my kids came, we went for ice cream, we baked cookies, we ate candy.
When her kids came? Where?
They probably lived with her dad.
Oh, the dad's not dead?
You can't divorce a dead person.
I think I missed that part.
I feel like sugar makes you happy, and so when you're eating sugar constantly, you're happy, and I wanted my kids to think I was happy.
Oh, that was so sad.
That was hilarious.
Christine moved to California to manage a restaurant and start a new life.
She manages a restaurant and she can't make anything except candy?
It's gotta be a bakery.
I don't want to feel like I'm that different from the rest of the world.
Afraid of being judged by others, Christine refuses to try new things.
She's afraid of being judged. Did you see her shopping cart? She just casually strolls up with that and is like... She's like, hello.
She's like, oh, my grandkids are in town. They're like, have they been in town every week this year?
It only lasts her a week. She's like, those grandkids, they can eat.
They can put down.
She's like, they really like black jelly beans.
Instead, she uses sugar to fill the void.
I live near the beach. However, I'm extremely scared of water. I'd just stand back and I'd watch other people feeling sorry for myself.
With both her children thousands of miles away, Christine has deliberately cut herself off from the rest of the world.
Who wouldn't judge this lady?
They really went for the money shot on this.
Imagine you're just strolling down the beach having a good old time, and you look over and this woman's like this.
Not even eating anything good. She's eating black licorice.
Gosh, I can tell she hates herself.
I would too.
I feel lonely, but I will never tell that to anybody. If you're alone,
Oh yeah, this chick's not
you'll
lonely.
never have any frustrations or disappointments in life. I have to put some sugar in me so that I could at least feel energized, because I just can't let people know that I have all this pain.
Aww, do you not feel bad?
No!
She's sad. She eats candy because she's
When
sad.
you eat 9 bags of jelly beans by yourself a week,
Maybe she should
it's hard to feel bad for someone.
Maybe she should start eating some Zoloft.
After every sugar spree, Christine suffers from excruciating headaches, and lately, she noticed her moods were becoming erratic.
You know what? You're right. You can live off just candy.
What changed your mind?
Oh my god. It was sarcasm. Her body is literally killing itself.
If I go more than an hour without sugar, you do not want to talk to me. I need sugar. Without sugar, oh my gosh.
After a recent binge on over 100 pieces of fudge, Christine suffered a debilitating headache that lasted for
Why'd they
days.
say that?
Things don't.
I have a theory that TLC wants everyone to look as bad as possible, and they're just dunking on everyone that they showcase.
Oh, this is so weird. It's like after a binge of 100 pieces of fudge.
She's like, geez, guys.
Scared for his mother's life, Kevin has flown to California to get her the help she needs.
My name is Dr. Mike Dow. I'm a psychotherapist, and I specialize in addictive behaviors and eating disorders.
My name is JJ Virgin, and I'm a board-certified nutrition specialist. Kevin called us today because he is very concerned about his mother's health,
rat.
and rightly so. Her daily consumption of sugar is staggering.
Thank you very much for meeting me here.
When was this episode filmed? Because there's no reason for
A year
anyone
ago.
in 2019 to have that hair.
That's the problem with this video.
For the past 20 years,
For being someone who eats so much candy, you would think that she would eat gummy worms the right way. How do you eat gummy? Don't you like bite it in half?
No.
You don't bite it in half? There are
No.
2 different flavors on a gummy worm.
They taste the exact same.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No,
They're-
they do not.
They're made of the exact same thing.
Well, no, they're not.
Do gummy worms all the same?
Are gummy worms bad for you? Yeah.
Okay, so we figured it out. They all taste the same.
No, we figured it out, guys. They all taste different.
Do you want to drive to Sheetz right now and I'll buy you a bag and we can test it?
Yes.
You see that? Even weird.
76.
Alright, so we got the gummy worms and it's time to test. The correct way to eat a gummy worm is like this. That was wrong. Sometimes I do this though. Just because it's good fun.
I'll put on a blindfold.
I don't know if it's gonna fit over my bun.
Wow, you look ridiculous.
These taste different to me. But I don't know if it's
That's
the color.
just your brain. It is.
No, because the red is my favorite. I'm kind of getting nervous now.
Because they're tasting the same?
No! I'm ready.
Alright.
It fell out. Blue. I think I need a palate cleanser. Can I try that one again? Orange. That's blue.
You want to stop now?
Did I get anything right?
You got one right. That was a red that I just gave you, the one that...
My favorite. I did like it. Did I get right?
Green. The first green. But I don't know. You could have got the third one right because I kind of forgot what I gave it. What I gave it to.
Okay, I hate to admit this, but I have been proven wrong. This is the first time in my life that this has ever happened.
With Christine trapped in a downward spiral of addiction, Dr. Dow and JJ want to show her where her current path is headed.
The whole point of the shock therapy is for her to make that extreme connection that what she's putting into her mouth is going to put her into the grave.
Oh my God. It was...
We have more to show you.
Do I get to take this home?
Do you know what that sugar does to you? It increases your risk of every major disease.
She's like, if I eat this sugar, I'll get AIDS. Every major disease. It's like, oh no.
She's like, if I eat another Twix bar, I'm gonna
Dermatoid arthritis. Scoliosis.
Eventually, we're all gonna die. So when the grandchild comes over, what do you feed them?
What does this signify? Is this love?
Well, that's what they like. Kids like sugar.
Why don't you ask your son what his favorite memory of you and your relationship was?
Was it sugar cookies?
Was it sugar cookies?
She was so aggressive.
Was it sugar? She said, what do I do when grandkids come over? Give them sugar if you want. You don't have to eat it. Only that for a week. Waiting for them to come over. This is the first time she's seen her son in like a year. Why is she worried about what she's gonna feed the grandkids when they come over?
You can give the kid like a Kit Kat. You don't need to give him like a glass full of jelly beans and a plate full of licorice and be like, go to town.
He's like, Grandma, you know I hate black jelly beans. No one eats those.
She's like, what do you want, sugar cookies?
That's not why I got excited to see you. It was spending time with you that brought me to visit you.
Yeah, but I do like your sugar cookies. He's like, actually, when these guys leave, can we, bake a batch?
Addiction is not just affecting you, it's affecting your son. And we've asked him to write to the Christine that is going down this path. Kevin, would you mind reading that for us?
Mom.
I thought I was gonna be like a here lies mom.
I thought so too! Thank you all for coming to my mom's funeral. That's what I was expecting.
He's like, that's what sugar does to you, Mom.
I'll sure miss your sugar cookies.
Sugaries.
You and I went through a lot of life's challenges together. You lived every day of your short time on Earth to the fullest and never regretted anything. That being said, you were extremely careless and selfish with how you took care of your health. You continued to binge and indulge in a sugar addiction, even when you knew it could kill you. That decision ultimately left me without a mom. I love you so much, Mom, forever and always. Your only son, Kevin.
He had to throw the only in there. Imagine your mom eats a lot of sugar and you go, I was basically left without a mom.
When Kevin read those words, that's when I knew I was ready to make the change.
I don't think it would have touched me. I think I would have been like, yeah, that's sweet, but
I think you're
I like Kit Kats.
I think you're underestimating what having a son is. Imagine your son's like, Mom, it made me feel like I didn't have a mom. And you're like, she's not just some bro. It's not like you're gonna be like, what? Kit Kats!
In order to start the healing process, Christine needs to face things head on. From her addiction to sugar, to her fear of the water.
What does her addiction to sugar have anything to do with her not being able to swim?
It's like, trying to quit smoking, and they come and they're like, well, we know that you want to quit smoking, but we also know you're afraid of snakes! You're like, I'll never smoke again!
To her painful past.
I never went to my son or my daughter's graduation. I never felt welcomed.
Yeah.
That is moments I am never going to get back.
I see the feeling when you talk about this. It's bitter, but you know what I also see?
Pain.
Sadness.
There's a lot of pain.
The trick to creating happiness is to not make any room for them.
The trick to not being sad is to just push it down. Cover it up with all the happiness. She's like, that's what I've been doing with my sugar. He's like, maybe try celery? Maybe try celery?
You ever gone bowling?
Dr. Dowd helped me realize that I was the only person holding myself back. I have no one to blame with how I lived my life except for me.
Have you ever put this much thought into something, like, in your life?
No.
Okay, because, like, if this was me, I'd be like, man, I'm a sugar addict. Thank God I'm getting help. I wouldn't be like, I realize that the only thing holding me back in life is me. And now I can find inner sanctity. Shut up. Stop eating chocolate. You'll be alright. You don't need to think so hard.
I think TLC was like, here, say this.
That's like people that tweet and are like, never letting no hoe back into my life. I'm like, dude, you haven't had a girlfriend in 3 years. Let me read you some of the kids that I go to school with. They think too much.
I don't tweet a lot because I don't think a lot. Ooh, wait.
Good one.
Wait a minute.
I think I'm addicted to this lifestyle.
What is that like?
Dude, you work at Best Buy. Shut up. It be like that because the only seat a girl need is our lap. Please stop whatever you're doing and look up at the moon. And take a moment to be thankful for God's grace and everything He has / will do for us.
Hang on.
You know, this is what a normal 16-year-old would do. That's tight.
That's tight!
You gotta jump in to swim.
Wait, what does that mean?
Like, it has to be hard to think this much about something.
The next morning, Dr. Dow wants to work with both Christine and Kevin to show them how to create a happy memory that doesn't involve sugar.
Seems kind of like a pretty out there thing to do, you know? She's terrified of water.
Can't swim.
Yeah, they're like, let's put her in a canoe in the ocean. You know what they could have done? Walked out.
Yeah, just dip your toes in.
They really just went full steam ahead.
You gotta jump in to swim.
Good Lord.
That's what it means.
Treating her addiction.
It'll be fun.
Okay, keep telling me that.
It will
okay.
be.
I'm scared of water because I do not know how to swim. Wow.
See, she can't even stand in the water. They're just gonna throw her in a canoe.
When I first sat in that kayak, I thought, we're doomed. Then I programmed my mind that I have to trust and I have to create a moment. It was so amazing. When we were out there and things were real smooth, I'm like, this is so much fun.
Good work, Christine.
I totally let all my fears go, and I kept telling myself, we'll be fine, this is fun, this is fun. And then Kevin said, there's a wave coming, and I thought, oh, it'll be like a roller coaster. But I got up.
They just stood up.
She's
there
like,
was no sense of danger. Why was she so scared?
You did it.
We did it. I was in the water.
You
We did it. We did it. We did it.
I don't think I've ever seen Mom that joyous and having that much fun, and it made me feel ecstatic.
Imagine now that since she's like over her fear of water, she's like, I can swim now. When they leave, she like goes for a swim.
papers are like, Local woman drowns after thinking she can reprogram her mind into thinking she can swim. She's like, you gotta jump in to swim, baby.
This is the stuff of replacing food with meaningful relationships and experiences in your life.
You wanna grab some dinner? Nah, I'm replacing that with meaningful relationships with friends.
I'm having Christine get all of the enemies out of the house, out of her car, everywhere. The sugar, the junk food, it's all gone because she's strong right now. But in those moments of weakness, if it's right there, it's too easy.
Sugar was my crutch.
That was it? I thought that she was addicted to this. It was just like a half-full bag.
That's a lot of candy for one person to go through in a week.
Must be a Friday.
Talking to my son helped me tremendously.
So, be honest, how much sugar have you been eating?
I would take a lie detector test. I did not have any jelly beans or licorice.
Okay, but how much sugar have you been eating? Mom,
Sugar cookies!
Over the next few days, Christine attempts to step outside her comfort zone. But when she chooses to go out, it's alone.
Good lord.
Why did they say that? When Christine decides to go out, it's alone.
It's like she's doing this really hard thing and they just
They just
undercut it.
push her down.
On the fourth day, the loneliness gets to be too much, and Christine gives in.
I've had a few moments of weakness. I fell into my old routine of grabbing that candy to do this, and what triggered it?
She looked so sad. She needs to get on, like, Tinder or something.
Okay, I don't care what I'm trying to do. If there's a full camera crew at my house,
Same.
you best believe I'm not gonna do it.
Same. I'm gonna sneak it. I'm gonna eat it in the bathroom.
I know, they're not filming her all the time. She was, like, when she goes to get, like, a piece of candy, they're like... She'd be like...
Realizing that loneliness is a key trigger for Christine, on day 7, Dr. Dow and JJ ask her to join them for dinner to encourage her to get out and be more social.
Oh my gosh! Kevin!
To up the ante even more, JJ and Dr. Dow have invited Kevin back from Texas and a few of Christine's acquaintances from work.
She's so alone, they can't even say the word friends. They have to say acquaintances. They're like, do you know Christine? They're like... Who?
They're like, she works with you.
They're like, we're doing a thing for TLC. They're like,
oh, the
yes.
chocolate girl? The sugar cookies girl?
They're like, sugar cookies. Yeah, we know her. We don't like her.
I'm so glad you decided to join me for dinner.
The pleasure's ours.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I want you to look at things and go, what is the thing that almost scares me? Are you game?
Yeah.
Okay? That's all of us. Now you're going, what did I get myself into?
That menu was extremely foreign.
That menu was extremely foreign. They had quesadillas, cheeseburgers. I flipped right to the desserts.
Let's try something that even scares me a little bit. What does it say? It is?
Octopus.
Sounds delicious.
Let's do it.
Let's try it.
Sounds delicious.
I want to make sure that you get some octopus there.
Okay, there it goes. I have to eat it.
You can spit it out.
Okay, I don't like that.
Christine wasn't that excited about the octopus. She tried it.
I'm starting to understand why she only has acquaintances.
Well, I'm 19 years old. So
I'm not gonna spit anything out at a restaurant.
If I'm out to eat and there's cameras filming me, I don't care what you put on my plate. I'll at least swallow it.
She goes,
She spit it out. But the most important thing was she gave it a go.
I feel like that's not the most important part. It's like a smoker being like, you know what? I didn't quit, but
I tried.
the most important thing is that I tried.
The smoker's like, you know what? I didn't quit smoking, but I did conquer my fear of snakes. and Virgin over here is like... 12-step program for that?
It's a 12-step program for everything.
Now that that's over, it's time for some sustenance. So, catch you guys on the flip?
Flip.
No, say my outro. Do you watch my videos, Jack?
Yeah.
So, catch you guys on the flip.
Throwing it back to McKayla for this. Don't forget to subscribe and like.
No! Stop.
See y'all later. Tune in next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh no, our fort. It's falling apart from the inside.
Oh my gosh, they all fell out.